At first, you must prepare your character to be animated in Second Life. You have to subdivide your character onto different body parts like this. Once you are done subdividing, you can create bones for your character. Now we need to reorient the axis of the bones to be compatible with Second Life. To do that, first we go to rotation mode, then select the local axis, then go to modify panel, hierarchy panel, then click the affect pivot only button and then select our bone and see what we got here. So y-axis is pointing on to left. This is incorrect, we must fix it. So to fix it, we just rotate it like this, simple as that. So now it points up, x-axis is pointing left, this is correct. So then we fix all other bones like this, the same way we got it over there. The thing about end sides, this little thing, this bone is an end side. So we can just leave them alone and not adjust anything. It's going to be totally fine. So we fix legs. So it looks like we're done with it. Let's export our skeleton to BVH file to be able to work with it in Motion Builder. So let's go to menu, export, export selected, and then just save it somewhere. You can see my options over here. For clarity, it's best when you have the same options as me. And just click OK if you have the same options. Let's open up our skeleton in Motion Builder. You see, the skeleton is not all messed up like in 3ds Max. Apparently it's some bugs developers just don't want to fix, but whatever. I will export the BVH file from the skeleton for testing purposes. Let's save our BVH file with some unique name. Set the end time to 0. Turn off right translation over here and set position to local. Now let's find our animation file, open with, then find notepad over here, click OK. You see, this is the BVH file itself. It's just a text. So Ctrl A, Ctrl C to select all and copy it. Then we will create a new node card in Second Life. press Ctrl V, delete these retarded signs on the end, then copy all the animation data at the bottom like this, press Ctrl C, then go to your browser and go to site stylelab.com/bvhtrim.php. Press enter and then paste your animation data inside by just clicking Ctrl V when pressing. Then click the trim button. It will open up a new window or a new tab with trimmed animation data. So you press Ctrl A, then Ctrl C, then Ctrl V onto this to replace it. Remove the sign on the end and then save. Now we have some naming conventions to the animation files. Second Life BVH files work with inches, but for some reason Motion Builder exports the files with inches multiplied by 100. So by multiplying this by 0.01, it actually divides it back to 100, so the scale will be correct. So we name it somehow. You see 0.01 is the multiplier. You may just delete this, skip this part if you work with standard Second Life BVH files that are not exported from Motion Builder. So we just write 0.01 multiply by, then here comes the name, tutorial 2, and all animation files must end on .bvh. This is the naming conventions I have. So now we're ready to try out our animation on the bones. So we just select the custom bones reference. It might be named differently when I release the project. So just paste inside the node card. Okay, this then paste the parser script, controller, database, and player. So let's sit back and wait until it loads the hierarchy onto bones. Oh, here it comes. It's loaded. You may notice that the skeleton is not in the exact same pose we have it in Motion Builder. But if we just click on the skeleton, there comes the menu, convenient menu with the animation options. So we just click the play button. So we have the exact same pose like in Motion Builder.